So what's fun about this job, guys, is this customer has no idea that what we're about to do is absolutely free. Starter replacement, labor, everything is free. So, all right, so that being said, let's go ahead and throw the starter on, get her vehicle started, and see how happy she gets. Let's go. Okay, all in all, it's a quite simple job. So, all right, so first we want to disconnect the battery. All right, so here is the starter, just right there with all those hit marks on it. You see that? Anyway, so our bolts are just right behind here. We need to get those off. All right, so we're on our last bolt here. Okay, now I'm gonna get it down and then we're gonna get the connections off. All right, just gonna shove some stuff out of the way and wiggle this bad boy on down. All right, here she is. Dang, that thing looks beat up. The motor got tapped on and the bottom of it. All right, now it's time for the new one. We're gonna slide it up there, and before we place it in position, we're gonna hook everything up. So let's see if this bad boy starts, huh? It was just dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just
awesome.
dead.
Well, that's good news that it wasn't bad.
Oh yeah, that's great news. All right, let's do this thing. Uh-oh. I'm gonna hook my scanner to it and see what it tells me. Your illumination, your park, reverse, neutral, drive, it's not telling me what gear it's in.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't tell me if it's in park, neutral, drive, or... And if it's
going in the reverse?
I can't, no, like I can't. Like, you see that?
Yeah, it's not even, it's usually around it.
Yeah, and it won't let me shift it out of gear.
I think it was these two that I switched before. I hope that didn't miss it.
Your relays are working. I just switched your wipers with the starter one, and your wipers are working.
Okay.
So that's not the problem. Okay. But you do got a wrench light on here now, and engine light. I don't remember seeing either one of those. Anytime I've seen that not illuminate, it's always been like an ECM issue. But
what is that?
it's the computer. So
oh, Lord.
Yeah, this is the computer right here.
Oh gosh. Oh, on the thing that goes on the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing has been. Wow. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to test it and try to establish manual communication between the two.
Do you think it's that box right there?
Well, here's the deal. That's the BCM, and I did a test on it, and it came back I have no communication with the BCM. So I'm just throwing for a loop because I didn't get none of that crap before I came out here, or when I came out here the first time.
Yeah, it's crazy. That dude better not.
Alright guys, so I got a little secret to tell you, a little 411 inside information on this whole... So here's the deal. When I first pulled up, there was already somebody here, okay? There was already somebody under the hood. Oh, yikes. What's the deal here? So I just drove off, right? I just left, and then I later figured out that he was only trying to help. I guess that he was just taking the starter out for me, and then I was gonna put the starter in. I was like, if he's gonna pull a new one off, or if he's gonna pull the old one off, might as well go get a new one and put it on. And it looked like he was underneath where the fuse box area was. You know, here's the deal, guys. I pulled codes before on that vehicle the first time I was out there, and I didn't have any of those codes. None of those codes, actually. Not one of those codes. I mean, it's possible that the battery, you know, kind of jump-started the system, and that's, you know, those codes were, you know, previously there. But then, here's the deal. That park, reverse, neutral, and drive, that was all illuminated. Okay, that was all illuminated. That was kind of a difficult word. And that wrench light wasn't on there. So, I mean, I'm not saying he did something, but, I mean... And literally not one of them. I didn't have not one of those codes. And I was definitely reading park, reverse, neutral, and drive. I know that for a fact. I even went back and double checked in the other video that I made, guys. So here's the deal. Instead of just chasing my tail, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop this off at the Ford dealership because I can't test it, and I'm gonna hopefully get it back tomorrow, or at least an answer if this thing is bad or not. So I mean, it's really, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying that he did do something. It's very hard to compromise a BCM with just your hands. I mean, I guess you can bend some products and stuff, but I did check for all that. Nothing was, you know, noticeably damaged. So all right, guys, so guess what? We got our answer. And yeah, BCM is bad. So here's the deal. They tested it 4 times, he said. The first time they tested it, it came back good. It came back like it was okay. Then they tested it again, and it came back bad. Then they tested it again, and it came back bad. And they did that 4 times. So 3 out of 4 times it failed. The first time it actually passed. So then after he told me all that, I was like, okay, that would make sense that one time that I did it, it was good. And then I tried the starter, and, you know, the starter ended up being bad. And it was bad. When we took it up to O'Reilly, the gentleman there, he had tested it for me when I was returning my core, and it was bad. I wish I would have taken a video of what it did, but yeah, it was definitely bad. So with all that being said, I don't think that guy had anything to do with the BCM failure. I think he was just genuinely trying to be nice and going out there and helping me. I should have went out there and then, you know, talked to him a bit. I just truly thought she called somebody else, and like, because I don't know, maybe she thought that I was going to charge too much or something. I'm not sure. Maybe she had a friend. I don't know with the situation. So I just was like, okay, I'll just go to my next appointment. And honestly, I guess it was just ironic that the starter had went out. Maybe they tried it so many times that it, you know, it just ended up failing. Maybe that it was cooperating at first, but not reading that at what gear it was in. I don't know the situation, but guys, here's the deal. What I do know is we will get this customer back on the road, and she will be fixed up, patched up, ready to roll. So on to the next one. It's getting hot outside.